Hello, today I'm doing a review of my 2019 Infiniti Qx80 Sensory. I'm doing a 6-year review on this vehicle since it's just turned 6 years old. This body style on this particular car first came out in 2018, but this platform has been around since I think it was 2011 or 2012. These vehicles are based off of the Nissan Patrol platform, and they share that with the Armadas too. They're pretty similar vehicles. A lot of people cross-shop this and the Armada when they're thinking of buying one of these, but today I'm just gonna tell you my honest opinions of it, especially since I own it now. So this vehicle is a Sensory. It has the 22-inch rims. It has all the special interior packages. It has a lot of stuff in it. His vehicle originally MSRP'd for around 85 grand, which I did not pay anywhere near that thanks to depreciation. But this is what the interior of the vehicle looks like. My infotainment in this looks pretty similar to the original Qx80 interior when they came out. They did a refresh of this in 2020, and then they did another refresh around 2022. And this is like I said, the older styled interior, but I do like it. It's got nice quilted seats, and the seats are nice and thick. They wear pretty well for this vehicle's age. Everything's leather inside of this. The whole door cards are wrapped in leather, and it's even got some soft material inside here, which is nice, you know, especially when you're buying a vehicle this expensive. Here's the rear of the vehicle. Mind all my crap in it. Like I said, it's my car. Here's those DVD headrests. We're not going to play any movies on them, but there's a promo. The screens look pretty good. It came with the headphones and a TV remote, which the headphones are in one of these random bags back here. Let's see. I think they're in this bag. So yeah, here's the headphones. Look like they've barely ever been used, but the diamond stitching follows all throughout the rear, and you even got the soft touch on the inside of these doors and the nice quilted leather door panels with that diamond stitching as well. This vehicle is also a pretty large vehicle. It's the biggest Infiniti they make. I used to own a Qx80 before this, and that vehicle did feel a little bit longer than this one, but this one's, you know, not a unibody like that one was. It's built on a truck frame, so it's quite a bit different. It sits up way higher, and it's a way quicker vehicle. It's got a V8 engine where the Qx60 didn't. Here's my rear seat controls. It's powered to pull up these rear seats right here. There we go. It's kind of slow, but you know, the vehicle is older at this point, and that's not that glorious looking with all my mats on it. But there's the rear. Here's the trunk control. It's also got a kick one down here, but I don't know how to use it. It's kind of a pain in the butt. This vehicle also has full 360 cameras on it. It's got a lot of stuff in it. It's got blind spot monitoring. It's got lane assist. It's got all kinds of stuff. So it's a well-appointed vehicle, and there's that third row back there. To access the third row is pretty easy. Let me move some of the stuff out of the way so I can show you. Here's how you access the third row. So you just grab this right here, and then let's see if it'll go all the way down. There we go. Voila. And I'm kind of a short guy. I'm 5'11". I mean, I'm not the tallest, so let's see how it is to sit back here at my height. Oh man. Let's see. Let's fold this guy back up. Try not to get trapped in this thing. There we go. you know, it's not bad back here. It's a pretty nice place to be, honestly, for a third passenger. But you see my legs, they're kind of in my chest right here. Yeah, your legs are just a couple inches below the seat, so that kind of sucks. This wouldn't be fun for a long car ride back here, but oh well. And it looks like there's an electronic seat control for this seat, so let's see if that works. Oh, it's my seat, so I can put my seat up on myself and squish myself back here. That's fun. Okay, well, let's see how gracefully I can get out of this thing. Look at that. That's service right there. And shove it. My seat's kind of too far back, but there we go. See, it's like movie theater seating back here. All right, let's get out of this thing. Oh man, there we go. So there's that. And the vehicle in this price point, luckily it came with all these cargo mats everywhere, so it's got mats all throughout the thing. Let's put this down. There we go. Here's the cup holder back here. It really sucks. Even a water bottle, if you hit the brakes, will go flying out of it. It's a pretty stupid cup holder. It's not practical at all. That's one gripe I got over this thing. Cup holder's not that great back here. But you do have heated seats back here. And you got your headphone ports, your volume things, which one of the adjusters is stuck and the other one pops out and still works. So we can turn our movie up. And there's a couple different modes, but that's about it right there. So since you got these DVD headrests back here, got to make sure to pack some movies to watch. Yeah, isn't that just what we want to watch in the car? It's got this wood style trim throughout. It's just kind of laminated. I mean, it's nice looking, so I definitely like it. The door panels on this thing, they look real nice. It looks good for a vehicle like this. Here's the rims. I really like the rims, how they look on this car. I think the 22s look way better than the 20s, but you do lose a little bit of ride quality. My old car had 18s, and I love the ride in it, but you know what? The style, you know, the style point. Come on. Who doesn't like how 20s look? Alright. So before we get to the driver's seat, let's get in the passenger seat and show a couple things off. Walk around this behemoth right here. Here you got the full crash sensors and everything. You pull right up to a house, a building, or whatever, and these things will go off and turn red and let you know not to hit it. So that's always a perk. And how many vehicles from the late 2010s or even 2020s have window washers on the front of them still? I don't know that many of them do, so I think that's kind of a unique touch. Probably something else that'll be expensive when it breaks, but oh well. Then you got these gigantic mirrors. Look at the size of this compared to my hand. It's huge. That's why people say these things look like whales. So here's the passenger side. There's my TV remote for the back, and look at that, a branded Infiniti first aid kit. Wow, how fancy is that? And here's the big dashboard, you know, nice and big and weird looking. And here's my glove compartment. It's not that big for a truck this size. It kind of blows. These are illuminated kick plates. When you get in the vehicle, it's pretty nice. And this whole rail down here, this whole side step, illuminates too when you get in the vehicle at night. It's pretty cool. So yeah, your vehicle looks like a UFO when you're getting in it. So that's about all the fun stuff on the passenger side. So let's just get to the driver's side and get going on this. Walk around this giant thing one more time. There we go. There's that other big giant mirror with the turn signal right there, and there's my pretty face. Oh yeah. All right. There's a nice QX80 branded floor mat. So the seats don't really go that far back in this thing. I found that out because we were changing the cabin air filter, and you gotta remove the whole bottom part of this glove box to do it. It's kind of a pain in the butt, and this seat didn't go back much farther than it is right now. So you know, if you're shorter, it helps working on this thing. But here's the center console in this. Like I said, it's the unupdated version, but I think it still looks classy. It's still nice looking, even though it's out of date. I mean, it does look out of date, but the darker wood and the, you know, just how the truck's done up, it aged pretty well, I'd say, especially for buying one of these used. So here's the cup holders. You got this gigantic door thing over it, and here's a little compartment that I store my eye drops and my drugs in. What kind of drugs are these? These are allergy pills, so there you go. Keep them nice and handy right there. Here's my 4 high, 4 low, all your towing modes. There's even a snow mode. You can turn traction off if you want to be crazy in this thing, but I don't know. I wouldn't really recommend that. And then there's tow mode right there. Here's the shifter. Got some more of that stitching that this thing has throughout, and then you got these interesting looking park reverse neutral drive. They're like, you can feel them, they're like little buttons. It's weird. Here's a seat control to fold down those seats from right here for the second row. So if you got somebody that's riding in this thing, look, you can flip that seat forward, boom, and then it's gonna come at you. There you go. Oh man, that's too heavy for me to put back. Let's see. There we go. Perfect. And here's the screen right here. It's kind of outdated looking. Like I said, this interior hasn't been updated since this came out, but I don't mind how it looks. And there's the backup camera. This backup camera is, well, it's not really the backup camera. I don't know. It's like, see, there's the normal mirror, and then there's like the mirror through a camera. It's cool. I mean, it helps at night, I guess. But let me show you the backup camera now. So here's the backup camera. I love the backup camera in this thing. Let's see, is it showing well on the camera? Yeah, there it is. And then you got all these different modes. So you got the curb mode, so you don't curb your 22-inch rims at McDonald's or something, wherever you're taking this thing. There's your full rear view. There's your overhead view with a fake looking Hot Wheels version of this in the way, and depending on where you turn the wheels, they turn on that one too. Wow, pretty fancy, huh? Not really. Then there's the curb view again. Let's see. Here's my navigation. If it wants to pop up, put it here. I'll put you in park. Here's the map. You know, decent map. Navigation's kind of hard for me to control, but we all have smartphones, hence this. So, who really uses nav on their vehicles anymore anyway? Here's the audio controls. Let's see. There we go. There's all the audio things you can have: AM, FM, Bluetooth, USB, iPod, whatever the heck you want. There you go. So, let's see. If I hit Bluetooth, which that's all I really listen to, that's how it looks. It's kind of bland looking, but you know, it's cool. Here's a fancy little clock that, yeah, it's gonna not keep accurate time, but oh well. CD player. I like having the CD player, but you know, no cars nowadays really have it. And then here's all my seat controls, ventilated seats. This thing has heated and cooled seats. This thing had almost every option on it. Here's all your cruise settings, all your, you know, volume up, volume down, trip reset. There's the gauges right there. I don't really like this screen. It looks kind of outdated, but oh well. You know, it's just kind of the vibe of this thing. The center console in the middle is decently big. You can hold your receipts, your money pouches, you know, whatever you need to in it. Oh, and this is just a cover on this. Otherwise it's, you know, just smooth leather, but oh well. This thing has seat belts in it where when you take them off, they like retract automatically. It's weird. Bose surround sound system. So got these like extenders on the visors up here. It's kind of cool. Put glasses in here, but it gets kind of stuck half the time. And here's your really small size sunroof for a vehicle as big as this. It's kind of small. So let's throw open the engine and then we'll hit the road in this thing, and I'll talk about what I paid for it, what I think of it, and if I recommend one of these. So let's see. Let me pop the hood down here. Try and do this all in one bit. Where's that hood latch? It's somewhere down here. There we go. Let's see. There's that ginormous 5.6 liter V8 engine. He's running like a champ right there. There's your battery. Someone put a Ford battery in it. So that's interesting, but oh well. You know, at least it works. It works. It ain't left me found on the road dead yet. So nothing too special. There's some wax from when they did my ceramic coat, but oh well. Alright, let's get this thing shipped. So this vehicle has 400 horsepower, despite how big it is, for being a 3-row family hauler, which, you know, I think that's pretty cool, honestly. It does pretty well, you know, as big as it is, being a over 4,000 pound vehicle. I mean, it's a pretty decent car. So if you like old style, like luxury barges like this thing, if you like that smooth kind of ride, if you're not too into, you know, having the highest tech electronics and everything, but you still want safety, you know, to be number one, you want a V8 engine, you want that old school kind of luxury feel, this is the car for it, honestly. I mean, it's one of the only vehicles like that you'll still find nowadays, really. So let's hit the road in this thing, and I'll tell you what I paid for it, and it's pretty crazy, I think. All right, let's turn that off right there so we don't hear that. That's my cooled seat right there. Oh, there's like a smoking socket thing right there, and there is like full like wall outlet plugs in this thing too. It's pretty cool. So let's see, let's get on the road. All right, we're in a park right now, so we just gotta head out of this place and get on the main strip. It's a nice and quiet ride so far. Oh, you know what? If I go right, we'll hit some bumps and you can hear how it does over crappy roads. Decently crappy roads, I don't know. So here we are on the drive test. It's a pretty well insulated car. I know my old Infiniti had dual pane windows. I don't know if this one does. I think it does because it is pretty quiet, but I honestly don't know 100%. So this vehicle, I drove a couple hours to get it. Clean title, clean everything. It was a really good deal. It only has 28,000 original miles, and it was advertised for 31 grand. Now, I think that's one of the cheapest Qx80s like this that I've ever seen, so I jumped on the deal. I got off work from graveyard shift, drove a couple hours to go pick this thing up because I've never seen a clean title one that cheap, even though it's a 2019. Normally these things float around the 40 grand region with this kind of mileage, which honestly, after driving this one and driving a couple other ones, I still think it's worth it. You can also get high mileage, like 70, 80,000 mile examples of these in the high 20s, low 30s. So if you're looking for, value, I mean, here it is. A Chevy or a Chevy Tahoe or a Yukon or an Escalade would, cost quite a bit more, especially with lower mileage than what I paid for this. So I think it's a steal of a deal. These vehicles do have air ride. It does still have a lot of electronics, despite it being kind of dumbed down and old-fashioned feeling on the inside. So I did get an extended 4-year warranty with the vehicle when I bought it. You can also get warranties through Infiniti dealers after the fact. I would highly recommend that, because this vehicle is getting to be of the age where some of those things are going to start going bad. I mean, air ride might need replaced, and that's a couple grand. That's just my water bottle over there going nuts. But just because I paid what I did for the vehicle, I figured it'd be worth doing. But overall, it's a really smooth ride. I mean, it's just a comfy, cozy, all-around nice car. There's other editions of these. There's an edition 30 that's got all the chrome blacked out. That's a 20. There's a limited edition for 2020 that's got crazy looking white seats with striping all on them. There's all kinds of versions of this SUV. There's more basic ones. There's a Luxe. There's the Sensory, like mine, which is fully loaded. I think there might also be a Pure for the Qx80. I know my Qx60 there was a Pure, but yeah, that's kind of how they are. I mean, they, some of them don't have the nice diamond stitch seats, but it's still nice leather. It's still a nice quality. Even if you did find one of these that didn't have all these options, I mean, I wouldn't be disappointed with it. It's, it's still a good bargain for what it is, especially considering 6 years ago this vehicle cost 85 grand. It's insane. Now a fully loaded Qx80 like this, the new ones are the autographs, it'd be almost $115,000. I mean, it's crazy how much vehicles have gone up. So to get a late model vehicle like this, I mean, I think it's a steal still. So those are my opinions on the Qx80, and I've been living with it for a month now, and I'm really happy with it overall. So definitely I would recommend getting one if you're into that old school luxury car kind of feel. So that's my take on the vehicle. So that's all I really got to say. Peace.